Carlos Boozer has put up a double-double in his last 7 games against the Milwaukee Bucks. This is his first matchup against Milwaukee in a Bulls uniform, so he's going up against Andrew Bogut and company. There is the aforementioned Boozer, and in the first quarter, the Chicago Bulls worked the ball around and promptly get it to Carlos Boozer, who was 10 of 16 from the field, so you know he's got the double figures in points. The Bulls out in front 13-4 early. Then Chicago on the run finds Luol Deng in transition. You know he can stroke it. He fills it up for 24 points tonight. The Bulls up by 10, 25-15. Later, it's Andrew Bogut rebounding the miss with 16 rebounds for him. And on the other end, Corey Maggette throwing it down. He had 15 points off the bench. That cuts the Bulls' lead down to a half dozen, 31-25. Later, Keon Dooling outside, knocking down the long two. He had 11 points. Chicago up 42-36, so we got a tight game in the second quarter. Still tight. Luke Richard Mbamute outside with a jumper of his own. And the Bucks in front, 45-42. They led it by 1 at the break as we move it into the third quarter, and Chicago starts out the third quarter rather strong. They scored the first 8 points of the third. This is Derrick Rose with a little push shot that he's starting to work on. 18 points and 12 assists. That's a double-double for Derrick Rose. Then it's John Salmons blowing past the Chicago D. His 18 led Milwaukee, but Chicago's up 52-51. Later in the third, Derrick Rose finding Luol Deng, and Luol Deng finding the bottom of the net. That's a good sign if you're the Chicago Bulls. They're up by 5 in the third as we move it into the final quarter, the fourth quarter, and it's Derrick Rose cutting into the lane. It's so hard to stop him from doing this, just weaving his way through the defense, and then a little half hook from Rose. 71-66, still a tight game. Later in the fourth, Bulls starting to open it up a little bit. There's Carlos Boozer. He had 24 points and just 9 rebounds, so the double-double streak ends, but Boozer now passing outside to Derrick Rose, who was 3 of 4 from range, and then it's Derrick Rose returning some favors, this time to Luol Deng. Nice pass inside, and the Chicago Bulls take down the Milwaukee Bucks at home to improve to 20-10 on the season. The final score, 90-77.